Welcome everybody to the March market update in Bend, Oregon. This is David Keyte with Relo. I hope you're paying attention. If you're in the real estate market this year, if you're thinking I might buy or sell something this year, now is the time to be paying attention because there's a lot going on, a lot brewing to set the table for the rest of the year when all the transactions are going to take place. So our goal is to bring you that information, keep you updated before the other people, other participants understand the market. We want our clients to understand the market better than anyone. And so that's what this information is for. We're going to start with the interest rate chart. As everyone knows from last month, that we were up at 8% in October. We're down, bouncing around at 7 and mid to high 6s. The projections for interest rates this year are that they're going to trickle lower. This is Fannie Mae's projections. They just changed their forecasts to slightly lower across the board, but this is not crazy low. These are not going to be in the low 5s and the 4s. It's just enough to keep the market from going too crazy like it did during COVID when rates got down to 2%. All right, this chart is of interest because it talks about market psychology. These are percent of people who believe home prices will go down in the next 12 months. During the pandemic, this number spiked and there was a lot of fear, but that fear quickly subsided. 2023, it's fascinating to see this chart because we've seen this anecdotally. Lots more folks are talking, oh, the market's going to crash. I'll just buy it when it crashes. There's been a lot of that talk. And as you can see from the chart, it's kind of peaked as early 2023, and it's just been coming down. And we expect this to continue because of A, interest rates have stopped their rise substantially higher every month, and B, because there's been so many people who have been fearful this whole time. When the fear subsides, people come back to reality and say, well, I still want to live in Central Oregon, and so that's what we're kind of seeing is this is subsiding, and it appears to be continue to subside into the new year. Now, here's the economist perspective. More economists now see the soft landing. A year ago in January, 61% of economists were predicting a recession. This year in January, 39% are predicting a recession. They call it climbing the wall of worry. There's always something that could go wrong. There's always that fear, but yet the world turns, And so we're seeing a trend here that people are being less fearful. This is professional economists as well as consumers are less fearful now than they were a year ago. So now into the local numbers. Here's the Ben Beacon report. This is for closed homes. We see 682 is the median home price. This saw a high of 800K last summer, 2022. 40 days, this day is on market. This is down a little bit. Look at that chart. Inventory is only at 1.5 months, and closings picked up 16% from the January closings, which is another abnormality. Median price per square foot. All right, get your popcorn. This is awesome. Look at this fall off a cliff in February. Oh, that's so great. Because this is what we've been talking about, and the people who bought homes in February got a phenomenal price per square foot compared to the people who are buying homes in September. This is $60 a square foot less. That's almost 20% of a discount. Unbelievable. This is real money, people. This is us on a $500,000 house. That's a $100,000 difference. So this is when people are least likely to buy because of the seasonality and the cycle of real estate. Most people don't start paying attention until the spring and summer. One more thing on this chart is we saw last year prices bottom like this in such an aggressive fashion in February, and then we watched them go up each month next 4 months and then hold steady through to September. So we're kind of seem to be beginning the same cycle again, and that's what we want to prepare people for, both buyers and sellers. Days on market. This is another bread and butter chart we look at. Last February, days on market peaked way higher in February to 51. This February didn't do that. Even though prices went down, days on market went lower, which shows me that it's a little more bullish this year. There's a little less fear, and we're going to keep an eye on reading the tea leaves here so that we can keep our people informed. But the last time we saw a calendar switch from February to March, days on market, the lights just turned on, and it was kind of mayhem from there on. So we're seeing this take place, and we'll want to watch the data as it comes in. Number of sales. This is another interesting abnormality. So they ticked up from 89 to 106 transactions in Bend. But last year, what we saw was transactions went from 84 in January to 172 in June. That's double. So these months, it's like you got to be quick if you're thinking about it, because the inventory all of a sudden pops on and pops off, it gets taken down. So that's what this whole bit about preparation is, getting our clients prepared to hunt for that house. Inventory, 1.5 months. We wish there was more, right? We all wish there was more, because that means that there's 8 people shopping in a certain price category and there's one best listing. All 8 want to get that one listing. So what we see is inventory we're hoping is going to pick up. It kind of seems that way from what we're seeing with our seller clients, and everyone's excited to see what the spring inventory looks like. MLS data, these are the active listings for sale. There's 265, using a price point between 400,000 and 2.4 million to signify the bulk of the market in Bend. We increased this range so that increased the listings, but the listings also have increased since last month, as well as days on market went down quite a bit for the active listings. The bottom line this month is that 2024 is shaping up to be a busy year in real estate. If you're a buyer or a seller, there's going to be lots of opportunity to take advantage of this year. It's important that if you are wanting to transact, that you're consulting with your agent well in advance of the goal timeline that you have. There's so much going on. There's so many things you can do to be better prepared than your competitors. Those preparations save you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we understand that the most important piece of real estate is life. It's personal. It's about families and life events, and doesn't necessarily care when is the best time to buy or sell. It's more, now's the best time personally to buy or sell. What we want to do is equip our clients with the financial understanding to successfully and confidently navigate those life events as they come up. So if you or anyone you know is looking to have a conversation or set some goals or just talk the market, myself or anyone on the team would be happy to consult.